Hello, it's me. Um, Doing another one of these therapy recaps. So it has been a couple of days since I went to therapy. Um, and it's been just the roughest crap I've had to deal with. Yeah. So, let's just start at the beginning. Yeah. When I was at therapy, we really talked a lot about um, summer vacation. I've got my kids right now, um, and it's good. I love my kids being here, but just seeing the amount of disrespect that they've been allowed to get away with is awful. You know? And it's kind of been like a highway from there. I don't ask for much. I never have asked for much from pretty much anybody. My major rule at my house is it's pretty simple. Um, just clean up after yourself. That's it, right? So if you clean up after yourself, that just means that if you make a mess, you clean it up. And I've got a dishwasher and things like that, so really all you have to do is put your dish in the dishwasher. Um, but instead of doing that, my kids have this amazing idea to um, argue with me about, everything. And it kind of makes me, I don't know, upset. It makes me saddened that I've been trying to raise them a certain way to be helpful to themselves and society in the best way that they can possibly be. Being kind, being loving, being caring, having empathy for others around them, not just, themselves. Well, it's not working out the way that it is. So, I mean, it is what it is, right? It is kind of what it is. I But we talked a lot about how in getting my girls, their mother was, it's a word I'm trying to look for. The opposite of hesitant. Yeah, the opposite. Because she was just like, I will bring them to you. I will get rid of them. I will pull them out of school their last day and just bring them and drop them off because I have plans. I'm doing things. I have plans. They have to be out of my house. I'm like, okay, okay. And yet, yeah. From there, we kind of talked about, to a greater degree, my work issues. You know, I have not once in my entire of life, at any point, felt appreciated for the things that I do. Like, ever. Like, yeah, some people would be like, oh, thank you. But then, like, that's where it ends. You know? And so, like, I tried really hard at my job. I really did. I really tried exceptionally hard to be there for not only my employer, but also my fellow employees. Because, I felt that being a good employee and a person in general, that we would garner I don't know. Like, I really felt like if I was there for people, they would kind of be there for me. And it's taken a really, really long time to realize that, that's just not the case. It's just another situation of I have no worth or value to anyone around me. And it pretty much breaks me. And I really, really am broken at work. I've lost any respect for any of the people there. I don't even really want to talk to them anymore or have anything to do with them anymore. I'm at a part in my life where, specifically when it comes to work, that just leave me alone and I will do my job and go home. Actions really do speak a lot more than words do in life, and people tell you that all the time. I mean, obviously, lots of people say that. I've said it many times just on these things, but nobody ever really seems to understand that meaning. Reciprocation is a thing that never seems to happen in, today's society. And sometimes we're not asking for things in return, which is fine. But sometimes it's good to just reciprocate energy. Yeah? Like, if I do something for you, like, be it of physical value, monetary value, emotional value, like, I wish at some point in time that energy will be reciprocated back. It's simple, right? Life in human beings and individuals everywhere, there is a transactional value with who we are. If I go above and beyond for people that choose to accept me going above and beyond, but refuse to do even the minimalist thing for me, where does my worth lie? Because, yeah, I may have a high self-worth, but if I'm the only one saying that I'm a glorious thing and everybody else thinks I'm trash, which is it? That's the thing that most people don't realize about self-worth. Self-worth is fine, right? It's great. But if nobody else confirms your self-worth in a way, what is your worth? You're obviously not worth it to this group of people, right? They don't think of you anywhere as highly as you think of yourself or even you think of them. So they don't care if you die, get thrown off a cliff, or have something bad happen to you. That's people, like, as a whole. And it's not, I really don't think it should be that way, but as far as my life is concerned, like, just specifically mine, like, I'm not saying everybody goes through the same things that I go through, but my life, as it goes, is no one cares. I mean, originally, look, I originally started this, this whole YouTube thing, therapy recaps, because so many people, when my heart was breaking and broken and destroyed, and I was just kind of living whatever life I could scrum up from the insides that I had, people were always like, oh, I'll be there for you, like, I'll always be there to talk to you when you need me, and don't worry, you're not bothering me, and blah, 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 and that was a lie. Yeah? So, me being the type of person that I am, I was, just thought, hey, you know what? I will put these up on YouTube. If people actually wanted to take the time to be there for me, they would be able to talk to me about the things that I talk about. And then, I could get them to understand a little bit more. That's if they chose to do that. Because I wasn't going to force anybody to do anything. That's not That's not who I am. And I don't hold it against them if they don't want to actually be there for me. What I do kind of hold against people in general is people who I will be there for and don't care. Yeah, just don't care. We talked really on heavy about that and trying to find some sort of worth just to, I don't know, stay alive, to have some sort of hope in humanity that I feel like I'm okay enough to just continue living in this, whatever this is. I'm poor, obviously. I take care of my kids as best I can, have my own home, have my own car, but I don't have peace. I work hard for the things that I have, to the point to where I'm no longer living paycheck to paycheck, but I don't know if you can tell that I'm sweating right now, but my air conditioner just blew out on Friday evening to be exact. So all the electrician companies in town are closed because it's Memorial Day weekend, and they're not going to be open on Monday either because of Memorial Day. And I go back to work on Tuesday. Yeah, so I can't get somebody to come out and actually look at my air conditioner unless they want to charge me, like, holiday fees. Nobody wants that. I definitely don't want that. I definitely can't afford that. So I've got to stick now with the house in like 89 to 90 degree weather, just living. And it doesn't feel like I can do anything about it. So there again goes my self-worth. And at the end, when we were about to leave, I brought up what Scarlett had said to me, which really kind of broke me again. So, she was always about wanting to come and stay with me, right? She was the one that was like, oh, Dad, when I can choose to be where I want to be, I'm going to come live with you because Mom treats me this way and blah, 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 blah. And I asked her this summer, at the beginning of the summer, I was like, so, do we want to talk about this happening? Because you are almost 12, we can talk to your mom, we can get things kind of rolling. And she tells me no. She doesn't want to move again. And I can understand. I can. Like, I'm not angry at her, but it was a real big punch in the gut of what is my purpose anymore if nobody really wants to be around? I'm just living for myself. I'm living to live. I'm living out of spite at this point. I can't help my kids grow up because they're not learning anything from me. They're learning it all from their mother. My friends are far and in between. I have, my friend Zach, which I would post on here with videos about, right? My best friend of all time. He knows I live in Lawton, and he's like, hey, come down this way, and we'll have lunch, and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well, I can't do that on my weekends because I go get my girls. I was like, but you can come to Lawton, and which would make it so I don't have to make like 2 different trips. One way and then another, like double the amount the other way just to go get my girls. That would be the best thing that could possibly happen for us, and I'll pay for food or whatever and just spend some time together. And then he just kind of stopped talking to me. So My friendships are only based on what I can give. Yeah. Oh well, the spite is still going strong, and I'm not going anywhere yet.